Hey, what's up, guys? So yes, J-Wink is back with the review of the new episode of The Flash in season 2, which is called Trajectory, which is the main villain of the show. Well, the main villain of this episode. And this episode, well, The Flash has been on break for I'd say I think 2 weeks. It has been a week or 2 weeks, something like that. And it's been a really long wait. I've really been looking forward to watching the show because last time I saw it, I was like, ooh, a lady speedster. And then the next week after that came and it was like, where's the Flash? Was it not on tonight or what? And so no, it was not on, and it didn't come back until last Tuesday. But this episode I think was really fun and really good, and I felt it was a very good and strong episode. Now, since they closed all the breaches in the past couple episodes, and they found out that Jay was captured by Zoom and everything. Well, was killed by Zoom, and then we figured out that Zoom was Jay. Yeah, or by you get what I mean. But and so we learned that, and then what's next? And so now, since there is no more Zoom until later on, probably in the season, we have to deal with other people that are on this planet. And so, kind of, what Barry has to deal with is another lady speedster who is also faster than him, and then, he has his issues because in the beginning he's trying to become faster, but he can't, and then he realizes that Trajectory, which is the villain's name, is taking Velocity 9, which Caitlin gave to her friend, which was Trajectory, because that's where they worked together back in Mercury Labs, and she gave her pieces of the to Velocity 9 to kind of help create something that would help Jake get his powers back. But she took it on her own. She took it on herself, used it, and boom, something happened, and she became a speedster. Now, I think that was very cool. It was a very smart plan to do. And I didn't think it was like, oh, okay, this is so stupid, that they gave her this stuff, it's just like, oh, but no, it worked very well because Caitlin needed help because she's not the smartest person on the planet. She needs help from other people, and her friend will help her, she'll help her, and it's good, and we kind of show that, we establish it, and I think Trajectory is kind of like the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin. We have the sweets, we have the kind of the innocent side. It's just like, no, I don't want to do this. And then you have the goblin side or Trajectory side, which is like, yes, do it. You need to do it. You have no choice. And I was like, that's very cool. I really like that. And it's very, now it's kind of weird, that a lot of villains in superhero movies have voices in their head. Like, especially a lot of the Spider-Man villains have voices in their heads. But, I think it worked very well in the vein of this. Sorry. I'm glad they didn't do it a whole lot. They only did it in one major scene, really. So it worked better like that. And so then throughout the episode, Barry is, contemplating that he needs to become faster. So he just decides to take the Velocity 9, and then him and Harrison have a talk. And I think that him and Harrison, well, at the end of each episode, Barry really does learn something of value at the end of each episode, I'd say. And in this one, he learns there is no easy way out. You have to take the long way. There are no shortcuts. You have to do it. If you want to win, you got to take the long way. And so it's kind of like that, I say. So he kind of learns that, and then at the end of the episode, Trajectory dies because she takes another Velocity 9. She turns into lightning, and poof, she's dead. And then that turns out for our heroes that they find out that, ooh, Zoom is dying because he has blue lightning, and so then they're finding out that, and then Cisco has been getting vibes that around Jake Garrick's helmet, so then Barry bashes open the helmet case, gives it to Cisco, and I really did like that, and I thought it was very cool, to see that Cisco was having kind of these vibes around his helmet, because it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool and unique. And I didn't think it was around his helmet. I wasn't really paying attention, probably, or it's just my TV doesn't really get the CW well. I can't, like, sometimes I can't read subtitles. Like, if somebody's talking in a different language, I can't read what they're saying. So, but, I did like that, and then he finds out, boom, Jay is the reverse flash. Well, I mean, not reverse flash, is Zoom. So that was interesting. I really did like to see that big thing. And then right at the end of the episode, Barry has his moment. He just runs out there and is like, no, you know, and he just screams. He's just like, no, you know, and it's because this is the second time that's happened now that a father figure like him, well, that is trying to help him, and it turns out that they're evil. So, you know, and it sucks because it is pretty bad for Barry. But moving on to the other side, the other storylines. I didn't particularly like the Iris kind of storyline. I felt that was kind of just, you know, it was with her boss, even though she was proving a good point, but you know that the whole thing with her boss, you know, them, you know, her not taking the hint and stuff like that, and it was just, you know, just really dumb, and I didn't like it. But I did kind of like what Iris was trying to tell her boss. That was that you need that not all heroes are bad. You know, some heroes are good, and that they are going to really, you know, they don't have, not heroes. All heroes can be corrupted by power or money or anything like that. And Barry is one of those people who won't be, hopefully. But I think that's about it. Oh, and then at the end, and then kind of throughout the episode, Harrison Wells is trying to keep Jesse very, very close. You know, he's not trying to let her get killed, and I really did like this. And she just walks out and leaves. She leaves a little voice recording on the little watch tracker that she had, that Harrison had her at the party, because they had a little party, and I thought that was pretty fun. You know, it kind of showed it. You know, Team Flash can have a little bit of fun sometimes, besides taking down metahumans all the time. So, you know, it kind of showed that, and I thought that was very cool and very good. Well, just, you know, it's just like, oh, you know, that heroes can have fun too. You know, they're not just, you know, they're not always on the job, and I kind of like to see that, or in like superhero shows like that, or movies, you know, like how they did in Avengers: Age of Ultron, how they just showed that little, you know, the group of Avengers just screwing off. You know, I really like that, because it kind of shows, you know, it's just they're being people. You know, that's because that's what they are at their core, is they're people. You know, they're not these large, they are these larger than life characters, but on the, you know, on the, you know, they all started out as people, just normal people, and you know, it was cool to see that. And definitely I really did like also the what was I gonna say? I really did like, okay, yeah, so I was talking about the Jessie thing. So yeah, she kind of was just like, you know what, Dad, I need to go on my own, and you need to just, you know, not have to carry that burden of me being here, you know, and because she isn't really sure if she should trust him or not. And you know, it makes sense, because he's going to kill somebody if, you know, she dies. But you know, and it's, for her, it's probably a lot of pressure, because she's just like, you know, this isn't, if I get hurt or anything, my father's not going to be the father he was meant to be, you know, or supposed to be. And that's about it. But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode of Trajectory. I definitely think this episode is a 5 out of 5 winks. So next week is going to be the Flash and Supergirl crossover, as well as a new Flash episode. Now, I will be doing reviews on both. I will do a review on the Supergirl crossover. I feel like that should be, you know, talked about, and you know, it's a Flash crossover, so you know, those are always good. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this review, and I'll see you guys later. J-Wink is winking out.